Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Oshobo.
Well, Executive Director, Project Implementation, Federal Housing Authority, Remi Omowaiye joins us on TVC News. It's good to have you join us on the news at this time.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, viewers at home.
Well, some persons would say that democracy is thriving at the grassroots, particularly now that we've seen the emergence, or should I say the election of chairmen, councillors at the various local governments in Osun State. But should I say, sadly, your party didn't win any seat. I want to get your reactions first to this election that we had in Osun State.
Are you guys not contradicting yourself? Your reporters were on ground yesterday. Did they see election anywhere? Where was the result announced?
What
was the result?
Well, we see the independent, we see the Osun State electoral body, of course, swearing this chairman and their councillors, and we also see the governor and some other governors from other states.
You did a report yesterday showing that the streets, nobody, virtually all the polling unit your correspondent visited yesterday, no single person. And suddenly, someone in the corner of the room in the government house came and said, these are the winners. Without result, Osun has about 1.95 million registered voters. And the man came and said 60% of those are registered voted. That's about 1.17 million people voted. Journalists went round. We have over 3,000 polling units in Osun.
So so if you say that there was no election in the state, you said that our correspondent had reported that there was no election in the state.
No correspondent reported, so not what I said.
And then we've seen the Osun State governor and some other governors from other states also come to grace this occasion. We've also seen the electoral body, which is supposed to be the electoral umpire for this election, for a process like this, come out to say and swearing chairmen and councillors. What do you think is playing out here?
There's what Yoruba called awada keri. It's quite unfortunate that I pity people from Bauchi. Their governor left Bauchi to come to Osun, to come and witness what is not real. First, there's no vacancy. Second, the Osun State government, or OCEC, and PDP claimed they went to a lower court to get a court ruling, a court order against the judgment of a court of appeal. And Governor Seyi Makinde also came from Ibadan to come and witness that. It shows the kind of governors they are. This is not even about party. Judicial process is straightforward. If you have issue at the lower court, you go to the Court of Appeal. If you are not pleased with the judgment of the Court of Appeal, you go to Supreme Court. So the Bauchi governor left Bauchi and came to Osun State to witness this. We saw videos. In fact, it was alleged that the governor himself, when he went to do APM, one of the political parties in Osun, said what happened yesterday was lockdown. I come from Elisha West, Ward 6, Unit 2. I had to go and do the video. There was no single soul. So APM said it was locked down. So I also want to join APM to say what happened yesterday was lockdown. And at the end of the day, the chairman of OCEC is a card-carrying member of PDP. Also came and said these are the winners.
Evidence to prove that.
Of course, everybody in Osun knows he's a card-carrying member of PDP. He contested for House of Assembly on their platform. He's the chairman of OCEC. He now came and said 60% of 1.95 million people voted. So there was no election. It was not even about, it's not about whether we participated or not. No, there's no election. There's a valid court judgment that said these are the council executive, the chairman and the councillor. So there's no vacancy. So what happened yesterday was just what Yoruba calls awada keri.
Well, would you say that, you just alluded to the fact that there was another court order stating that elections should hold at the local government level. If you say that there were no vacancies in the first place for them to be filling the seats, I'm just wondering, what really is happening in Osun State? Is it that the Osun State government is not in, consonance with the local government chairman?
Well, I think it's just the desperation on the side of Governor Adeleke, and this is democracy. It must not be a do or die affair things. It came in November 27. There was a judgment against this chairman November 25, 2022, and the governor issued an executive order based on the November 25th judgment. And as a party, we were not pleased. We didn't cause problem. We didn't say, no, we won't leave council. We approached the Court of Appeal. And the Court of Appeal gave a final judgment on February 10, 2022. And our people are back in office. And for us, it's about giving people the true dividend of democracy. You know, one of the reasons why the people of Osun are seriously looking forward to our council chairman starting serious work is because they are fed up with what is happening in Osun. How do you explain a state government? I'm on the national TV, I'm saying this, they can go and verify, awarding a massive road project to a cyber cafe? How do you explain a state government awarding a massive road project to a fertilizer company? When Governor Adeleke came in, he sacked 1,500 teachers and 2,000 health workers. He has not replaced them to date. So when the local government, reinstated local chairman came in, they made the pronouncement that they are reinstating this because they are paid from the local government coffers.
But
so that is
if
what
people listen to you, they would say that you're probably, this is just from, you're probably aggrieved considering what played out during the election, the last election.
I didn't give the Court of Appeal judgment. They chased us out. We went to court.
By the people's mandate, of course. If
no, you're not getting what I'm saying.
Going by the election that happened,
our people
they elected
won.
the people.
Our people
they
won.
elected Governor Ademola Adeleke.
No, I'm not talking about Governor Ademola Adeleke. I'm talking about, you know, we went to court against him, and he won in court. We left him. We don't have powers to do anything. But I'm talking about the local government chairman and council. They were elected by the people of Osun. So Governor Adeleke is enjoying his mandate as the governor. These people are also enjoying, they must now enjoy their mandate as local government chairman and councillors. They were appointed. You came in, you said they should go. They went to court. They lost at the lower court. At the higher court, the court said they should come back because they were appointed. And the chief law officer of the country, the Attorney General of the Federation, had done interpretation of that judgment. In the case of Edo, when there were issues, it's a pity you see all these PDP governors, they are galvanized around. In the case of Edo, the Edo state governor came in and he said the local government chairman under the PDP platform should go. But the Attorney General of the Federation came and said, no, you don't have powers to ask them to go. Where were the PDP governors? None of the APC governors came out and shouted because the APC governors are responsible governors. In this case now, the Attorney General of the Federation came and said, no, Governor Adeleke, you don't have the power based on the judgment to ask them to go. So they are the validly elected council chairmen and councillors. Now you see some of the PDP chairmen saying, no, we stand by this. I know all of them won't support this. I mean, how would you, there's a valid Court of Appeal judgment. And for us, what we just want, we want peace in Osun. Our local government chairman had resumed. We are going back to council tomorrow and want people to start getting the true benefits.
But wouldn't that be chaotic if your local government chairman are resuming office and then we also have some chairmen and councillors who have been given return of certificate?
No, we just have, according to the law,
certificate of return.
You know, anybody can wake up tomorrow and say, I'm the chairman.
But they've been given certificate
I can
of
go
return
home tomorrow now.
by the electoral body.
I can go home tomorrow and give my wife a certificate that you are the president of Nigeria. So that's what I think happened. The local government chairman had written the banks, they had written all the financial institutions, they have frozen the account, and that is law. And they had made some pronouncement. So we only have one set of local government chairmen. There's no crisis. The law is clear. The law is not emotion.
So I'm going to ask you, what do you believe, should be done to address some of these concerns? Because the people, the interest of the people should be the heart of any kind of, agitation.
Well, the local government chairman said during their press conference that they are ready to work with Governor Adeleke. It's interesting. You have federal at the top. You have APC at the federal government level. You have PDP at the state level. And you have APC at the local level. And because governance is in shambles in Osun, we believe the reinstated local government chairman and councillors would show Governor Adeleke what a true governance means. So for us, we just want peace in Osun. We don't want crisis. I was almost killed a few days ago. They shot at my vehicle and they killed one of the reinstated chairman, Remi Omowaiye. But we want to announce to the whole world that we are all going back to the council tomorrow. Osun belongs to us. Nobody can chase us out of Osun. I'm from Ilesha West, I'm going to see my council chairman tomorrow. I spoke with him, Segun Olabode, this evening. I said he has asked them to bring list of areas they need to grade, and that by tomorrow he's talking to some people, some local contractors, that they should move graders and start grading road. We want people to feel the impact of governance at the grassroots level. So we are not causing crisis. This is law. The only option left for Governor Adeleke is simple. Approach the Supreme Court. And if Supreme Court says, no, you guys have to leave, they will leave. The leader of the party in Osun is Excellency
we may not be able to continue with the conversation because we would wait to see what would happen tomorrow with your state chairman, your chairman,
the
and the
law,
local government.
according to the law.
We would see what would play out tomorrow.
According to the law, please.
If you say so, that according to law, they're also standing on some court order.
No, they are always I said
they're also standing on some court order. So we'll see what will play out tomorrow. Executive Director of Project Implementation for the Federal Housing Authority, Remi Omowaiye, thank you so much for talking to us. Well, now to the war on illicit drugs. Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement